Hi, welcome to my brand new video series on Algorithm 5.0 Pattern Finder using Python. In this video, we shall dive deep into the world of algorithm and uncover the power of Python in finding 5.0 harmonic pattern. Preparing the ground for this, we need to have the idea of what harmonic pattern is, what Fibonacci sequence is, the golden ratio, the fib extension, and the retracement. So when you are ready, let's get started. What is harmonic pattern? A harmonic pattern is a technical analysis pattern that uses Fibonacci retracements and extensions to identify potential areas of price reversal in financial markets. These patterns are formed by a series of price movements that exhibit harmonic relationships, where each price movement represents a Fibonacci retracement or extension of a previous movement. Harmonic pattern relies on Fibonacci numbers for its formation. The Fibonacci sequence was a sequence of numbers created by Leonardo Bigolo. In trading, Fibonacci tools are commonly used to identify potential support and resistance levels based on the Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence of numbers starting with 0 and 1 is created by adding the previous two numbers, meaning add 1 and 0 together will give you 1. 1 plus 1 will give me 2. 2 plus 1 will give me 3. 3 plus 2 will give me 5. 5 plus 3 will give me 8, on and on like that. So the fifth sequence starts from 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 5, 55, 89, 144, on and on like that. So those are the fifth sequence. The golden mean. 1.618, also called the golden mean, is a part of everything in the universe. There are constant relationships that can be derived from the series. For example, after the first 7 numbers. The first 7 numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and 21. So after 21, we have 34, 55, 89, 144, and so like that. So after that 21 here, if you divide the former number by the latter, it will yield 0.618. Take for instance, you divide 34 by 55 will give you 0.618. Divide 55 by 89 will give you 0.618. And if you divide the latter number by the former, it yields 1.618. Divide 89 by 55 will give you 1.618. Divide 34, 55 by 34 will give you 1.618. It should also be noted that the inverse of 0.618 will give you 1.618. Inverse here means 1 divided by 0.618 will give you 1.618. Likewise, 1 divided by 1.618 will give you 0.618. So we call either of this ratio the golden ratio. So on the left hand side here, we have the fib extensions, fib retracement tools. On the right hand side, we have the fib extensions tools. So these are the extension 1.1, and the Fibonacci retracements and extensions are the bedrock of the harmonic patterns, as we shall later discover during the course of this program. In the diagram below, see here a 6.1 retracement of AB, and this is upward movement of the trend. So it retraces at point C here, 61.8 of AB. So this is the down trend. So AB here retraces A. So C is 6.18% retracement of AB. So next we have types of harmonic pattern. We have the Gartley pattern, cipher pattern, butterfly pattern, the crab pattern, bat, shark, the 5.0 pattern. The idea of these patterns are that of Scott Kelly. The bat, crab, shark, and even the 5.0 pattern we are even mentioning. They are all the areas of Scott Kearney. So here is the harmonic pattern diagram, the 5.0 harmonic pattern figure here. And on the left hand side here is the bullish 5.0 harmonic pattern. You could see at the end of the pattern, it moves upward. So this is bullish, while on the right hand side here is the bearish pattern. And for the 5.0 pattern to be formed, there are some conditions that is a must to be met. And the first condition is that this point A here can retrace anywhere. It can retrace here or here, but it must not go beyond point O here. A here can retrace at any point. It can be retraced here or here, but it must not go beyond point O. So that is the first condition. The second condition here is B. This point B should be 1.13 to 1.618 of XA leg. B should be 1.13 to 1.618 of XA leg. So that's the second condition. The third condition here is that point C here, this point C, should be 1.618 to 2.24 of the AB leg. C should be 1.618 to 2.24 of the AB leg. And also, my CD here, which is this point D, should be 0.5 of the BC leg. D should be 0.5 of the BC leg. And finally, this AB, the AB, should equal to the CD legs. So these are the 5 conditions that must be met for 5.0 harmonic pattern to be fine. So if you were able to even meet the condition, then the 5.0 harmonic pattern is already formed. So next, having gone through all this, with the brief introduction and explanation we had, let's go to our trading view platform to find our pattern, which is the 5.0 pattern. Thank you. All right, we are now on our trading view platform, and the trading pair we shall be looking at is the AUD card with the time frame of 1 week. This is the time frame here, 1 week, and we shall be looking at our 5.0 harmonic pattern formation here. Then before we even go further, let's check the diagram. So this is the 5.0 harmonic pattern, this is the bullish type, and this is the bearish type. So when looking at this bearish type, let us focus our attention on this bearish pattern. And from here, let's assume for now, it's assumption now, that this is our point O. Let's letter it. We can, so let this point be my point O for now. Point O. And let somewhere around here be my point X. So let's assume somewhere around here is my point A. Point A. And let somewhere around here be my point B. Okay. Let somewhere around here be my point C. C. Okay. Maybe for now, let's assume this is my point D. So we've had O, X, A, B, C, D points for now. So now from our pattern, it says point A here can retrace anywhere. It can retrace here or here, but it shouldn't go beyond point O. So the first condition has been met. This is my point A. So let's move this a little bit forward, because this point is somewhere around A. Let's move point C somewhere around A. This is my point O. And B should be what? Point B. Look at it. 1.1 to 1.618 of what? XA leg. So this is what we are focusing at now. B should be between 1.13 and 1.618. So let's look for this point B. And how do we get that? So we achieve this by going to our flip tools there. Click on this from my point X, because we are looking at the XA leg. My A leg here. Yeah. And it says B should be what? 1 point, in order to get a better, clearer image of this. So look at my B point here. And it says that it should be what? Between 1.13 and 1.68. That's 1.13. My 1.13 is somewhere around there, and this is my 1.618. So the second condition has been met. This might be here. So let's remove this now. So let's bring the B very close to our point A. So this is my B point here now. So let's look for the C point. And for the C point, it should be 1.618 to 2.24 of the AB leg. So we are now taking the flip retracement of AB now. So let's do that. Of AB, so you take the flip tool, my AB, this, then I can be more clearer. So AB, this is my A here, and this is my B. Good. So C should be what? 1.618. This 1.618, it should be between 1.618 and 2.24. So C is between this and this A. So that means the second condition has been met. Let's remove this. I mean, the third condition has been met, so this C. And the final condition is this point D. And point D should be what? Should be 0.5 of the BC leg, of this BC leg in a BC. So let's check that again from our flip tools. So let's check this again, the BC, to make it more bolder. This BC is from B to my C. Good. And it says what? D should be 0.5 of BC. This is 0.36. This is 0.32. So the third line here is 0.5. So it should be 0.5 of BC. So this should be somewhere around here. So our D now, you drag this. Sorry. So let's first remove, since we've known where our D should be. So let's remove this line. So my D is here. No, it should be. Let's place it. So my D is here. All right. So we found our point A, B, C, D. So these are our 5.0 harmonic pattern. Now you come back to this XABDC pattern. Click here, click on the pattern, click on XABCD pattern. Because it is XABCD pattern. You start from X, this point X, to my point A. This is my point A. Then to my point B, down to my point C, and down to this where my point D is. Good. So we've found our XABCD pattern, which is our 5.0 harmonic pattern. Now let's assume that you enter the trade here and you place your stop loss way around there. You make your profit here. And if you place your stop loss here, you make huge amount of profit. It all depends on the risk management here. So this is our 5.0 harmonic pattern. Since we found our 5.0 harmonic pattern in the AUD card pair, the real business of this course, or this video rather, is to develop a 5.0 pattern finder using Python. So in doing this, we need to get into our Python IDE, which may be maybe PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook or the VSC. It all depends on your choice. But for this program, I will be using the Visual Studio, the VSC. So thank you.